You want to lose weight and you want to lose it fast. You likely know quick fix diets don't work, but when you try a slower, more gradual approach, you find you don't have the patience to keep it up. Now, you've always put this down to your personality. You're just an impatient person, right? Well, I don't know you. You might be right. I suspect there's something else going on. And that something else is something I see in every one of the clients I work with as a weight management psychologist. So I'm going to share with you today what that thing is and why it's crucial to fix this if you want to achieve your long-term weight loss goals. In my last video, I shared with you the hare and the tortoise analogy and how we can liken long-term weight loss to a marathon rather than a sprint. The video before that, I talked about why so many of us struggle with weight loss impatience. And if you haven't watched either of those yet, I've put a link in the description below, so do check them out afterwards. Now, the message in both of those was really about the idea of long-term sustainable weight loss requiring a gradual, consistent, layered approach. And this requires patience. Now, you likely want to be consistent. You likely want to lose weight in the long term. But what's holding you back at the moment is impatience, and you want to understand why. So what is impatience? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, is the feeling of wanting something to happen as soon as possible. So if we want to understand what's driving that impatience, we need to understand why you want it to happen as soon as possible. And what that comes down to in every client I see is body dissatisfaction. You dislike how your body is now. You feel unhappy, you feel sad, you don't like yourself as a person when you look and feel this way. So naturally, you want to change this as soon as possible. Now, this leads to one of two patterns. The first one is the one you've likely been in for years. The yo-yo diet, the quick fix approach, the hare, the sprint. At the heart of this is a strong body dissatisfaction. You don't like how you look and feel now, so you want to change it as soon as possible. You go into a strong calorie deficit. You do everything rigidly, disciplined. You go all out at the gym. You can keep this up for a few weeks, but then you find yourself self-sabotaging because it just isn't sustainable. So you find yourself overeating, you give up at the gym, and before you know it, you've put the weight back on again, which further fuels that belief that you don't like what you look like and what you weigh, and you get stuck in this never-ending cycle. The second cycle is perhaps one that you're trying out now you've learned that quick fix diets don't work. But at the heart of it is still that strong body dissatisfaction. So this time, when you're trying to do things a bit more slow, a bit more gradually, you start noticing that you're not seeing any results. And this feels really frustrating. You start thinking, what's the point? This is never going to work. I might as well go back to that quick fix diet because I know at least I could lose weight on that. So you go back to the first cycle I described. Now, before we go on to talk about how you get out of these cycles, because you can, and that's the good news, you might find my 2-minute quiz about how your mindset is affecting your weight loss helpful. If you complete the quiz, it'll give you some free personalized feedback on what you could maybe do differently to help you move forward. So the point is here, in order to lose weight sustainably, you need to start liking your body first. I can hear what you're saying and thinking to this. Okay, well, firstly, how can I just start liking my body when I hate it now? Secondly, why would I want to start liking my body now when I'm so desperate to change it? And surely if I start liking my body now, I'm not going to have any motivation left to actually lose weight. These are really understandable concerns and things I see a lot when I'm working with my clients. But let's look at the cycle, how it looks. If you actually were to become more satisfied with your body, and by the way, this is possible. I'm going to link to a video at the end of this that will actually provide some practical steps for helping you become friends with your body without losing weight. The cycle where we have body satisfaction at the heart of it. So let's imagine instead of thinking, I hate everything about my body now, I need to change it as quickly as I can, you start thinking, my body is what it is. And I know I need to be slow and consistent if I want to lose weight. So you start gradually introducing some changes to your eating and your activity behaviours. And because there isn't any more that pressure to lose weight quickly, you start to be able to see other benefits from the eating and the exercise you're doing. So perhaps you can really start enjoying the social element of the exercise. Perhaps you feel like you've got more energy or you're getting better sleep. And those benefits that you start feeling keep you motivated to go some more. Perhaps the weight starts dropping off a little bit and you're starting to see, actually, this approach works and I'm actually enjoying myself. It actually feels easier. It doesn't feel so miserable as the other approach. And you get into this positive cycle where you are actually starting to believe in this new process. So paradoxically, the message is hating your body or disliking your body is stopping you actually losing weight sustainably. Now, this will probably feel quite difficult to digest, and you will have these voices coming up, but this and but that. Or perhaps this has been a light bulb moment for you. Or perhaps it's the elephant in the room that you know you need to talk about and think about, but you really don't want to. Leave me a comment and let me know. Because the one thing I can tell you is whatever you're thinking and feeling, you are not alone. And by leaving a comment, you might just help someone else feel less alone. So the first step here is to realize the role that body dissatisfaction is playing in holding you back from your weight loss. The second step then is to work on changing that. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is challenging. It doesn't happen overnight. There are some small steps you can take to start doing this work yourself, and you may manage to do it alone. But many people find that they actually need some support from someone else to do this. And I do offer one-to-one psychological weight loss therapy, so you can drop me an email. I offer a free 30-minute discovery chat if you want to find out more about this. But if you're keen to get started now and want some practical tips for how to stop hating your body without losing weight, check out my video on this. And I want to leave you with a message that this really is possible. I've helped many clients who hated everything about their body reach a point where they're making friends with their body and they value who they are regardless of their weight and shape.